Hello, students. Welcome back. Let us continue to study at Chapter 18 Pollution of Air and Water. In our previous classes, we have been discussing about air pollution and its effects. Now, today, let us learn how can we combat this issue. So, 18.5 What can be done? Now, what can we do to reduce air pollution? There are many success stories in the fight against air pollution. For example, a few years ago, Delhi was one of the most polluted cities in the world. It was accumulation of sorry, it was being choked by fumes released from automobiles running on diesel and petrol. We have learned in our previous classes that in case we have incomplete combustion of diesel and petrol, what happens is there is emission of a danger poisonous gas which is carbon monoxide. But so what the Delhi government said, will not make use of this petrol and diesel. In case, let us switch to fuels like CNG, that is compressed natural gas. They've even shown a picture of a public transport which is using CNG. So they said Delhi Transport Corporation, world's largest eco-friendly CNG bus services. Even on the buses they have written CNG bus service so that people also get enlightened and maybe they also can switch over to some cleaner fuels so that they also can in a way help in restoring our air quality back. And unleaded petrol. As we have discussed even in our previous classes, we have said it is better to use unleaded petrol so that we do not contribute towards the air pollution, unnecessarily do not add on to the pollution. Now, these measures have resulted in cleaner air for the city. Using the simple measures like using CNG and unleaded petrol, Delhi, which was one of the world's most polluted in terms of air quality. Now its pride was being restored. Now it was being, much more cleaner air was found on analysis, maybe on after doing some study. Now you might have also some other examples of the area regarding reduction of air pollution. Now you can even share with your friends. You can see in case there were some areas where there was heavy deteriorating quality of air, and now the quality of air is improved. Maybe there are some certain changes. Maybe some people were burning garbage in your area, and now they have thought that no need of burning that garbage, but let me have a vermicompost instead of the wet waste and the dry waste. Why do not I give it to the municipality? They have the door to door services, care of collection. So that way maybe there is a switch over so that the quality of air is being restored. Now, do you know about the Say No to Crackers campaign, which was organized by children from many schools? Now, during the festivals, usually we will burn a lot of crackers. And we know whenever we burn crackers, there is emission of fumes, and with the fumes, there is usually nitrogen oxide fumes which are released into the atmosphere. Now, even the Supreme Court has banned the use of crackers because of this. There is only a certain time limit in which you can burst crackers. But what you and I are doing is a question for our concern. Moving on, the quality of air at various locations is monitored regularly by government and other agencies. So you must have noticed some places, mostly in the industrial areas, there will be one board and they will say air quality and they will put some parameters over there. So and so. There will be one standard which will be written and the other column will be how much reading they are getting. In ppm usually it is, that is parts per million. You must have seen on the way and all, especially in the industrial areas they put that board. It's a digital board usually, which gets updated regularly. Now we can use this data to generate awareness about the air pollution among friends and neighbors. So we can even tell our neighbors and our friends about what we are learning in school. Don't restrict it only to yourself. Now there needs to be a switch over to alternate fuels instead of fossil fuels for our energy requirements. Now we can also use solar energy, and there are solar panels, etc., which are being put into use. Then hydropower, which can be generating lot amount of electricity. We need not use coal, which is no, whenever we burn coal, it is releasing sulfur dioxide, which is a major contributor towards acid rain. Then we can use also wind energy. We've seen with windmills, we can generate energy. There is an activity 18.4. You have various options of commuting to your school as walking, going by bicycle, traveling by bus or other public transport, using a car individually, traveling by carpools. Now, what is carpools? Carpools meaning in case you are going on the same way, 3 4 people can get together and go together instead of each one taking their own vehicle and going. Now, when you all are coming to school, if you all are staying at a walkable distance, instead of asking your parents to come and drop you all could come walking, or you can even use a bicycle instead if you all don't want to come walking, or may feel the heat while going back will be too much. You all can come cycling instead of unnecessarily making use of motor vehicles. So this way, you all also can do your bit to control the air pollution. They said small contributions on our part can make huge difference in the state of the environment. We can plant trees and nurture the ones already present in the neighborhood. Now, do you know about Vana Mahotsav? We usually celebrate it in the month of July, that is usually 5th July. We celebrate it every year where we plant trees. So then Bujo and Paheli once happened to go to an area where some people were burning dry leaves. They started coughing because the entire area was of smoke. Paheli thought it would be better option to put them in a compost pit rather than burning. What do you think? Definitely it is a better option, because by burning we are not only giving way to increasing the pollution, but also we are giving an opportunity to get prone to some respiratory problems like asthma unnecessary. So with this, we come to an end to air pollution. So far we have discussed what was air pollution, pollutants, greenhouse effect, global warming, and what steps I and you can take along with the government to help combat air pollution. Thank you, students.